What's up, everybody? We're back, the TNA Crusaders.
Butterfly Pagan.
Thank you. First off, before I get into anything, I want to say I hope Triple H gets better soon. Triple H has been one of my favorite wrestlers for a long time. He got injured this past Sunday at New Year's Revolution. I hope he heals up quickly and comes back and still has a career. I hope this isn't a career-ending injury. Raw on January 1st. The only things I remember from it is the credibility of the WWE Champion got brought down. He got beat by Kevin Federline.
And in all honesty, you didn't think John Cena's credibility could be brought down anymore.
Yeah. And then after that, you have him fight again in a 4-on-1 match, and surprise, surprise, he overcame the odds. Same old shit. John Cena overcomes the impossible odds again. It's getting ridiculous.
It's getting old.
Other than that, I really don't remember anything else from that Raw because it was horrible. I was ready to fall asleep. Next night, January 2nd, ECW. You have 4 ECW originals get jobbed. And yes, Rob Van Dam got jobbed. He got treated... that was the worst ending of a match that I have seen in a long time.
He dove off and all of a sudden the 2 guys are hurt. Ding ding ding, it's over.
They're knocked out.
Yeah.
From jumping off, didn't even break the table.
Didn't even do a 10 count.
The ECW fans in the arena were chanting bullshit for a reason. Then before that, you had a match with, Kevin Thorne and Balls Mahoney. To the fact that Balls had the job to Kevin Thorne. That, I thought, was just hilarious. Balls Mahoney should have beat him.
He jobbed to an elbow?
Yeah.
A freaking elbow.
I mean, yes, the elbow knocked his tooth out. That I thought was wrong. Now, I've always thought, since I've seen Kevin Thorne, he's way too stiff. He's not supposed to be that stiff. And in all honesty, the last person I can remember that was that stiff put Bret Hart out of action for the rest of his life, and that's Goldberg. Can't stand Goldberg, can't stand Kevin Thorne. It's going to be that way. After that, we got TNA, which I have to say, Impact, there was a 15-minute segment between Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. That 15-minute segment was better than the rest of the Raw and SmackDown and ECWs and even New Year's Revolution that's happened all year.
All put together.
And that 15-minute segment alone was the greatest. I mean, when was the last time you can remember seeing in wrestling 2 guys wanting to go at it, they're being held back, and whoever's in charge says, you know what, they want to go at it, let them go.
Just protect the fans.
That was the best part of all. I haven't seen that in a long time, and I do remember the last time I saw that. It was early in ECW's career. I think it was about 1995, and I do believe it was Sabu and Taz. Other than that, you don't see that too often.
No, you don't.
Alright, let's move on, because there's quite a few good things about TNA Impact that I could say, but supposedly we bash too much WWE and we don't bash TNA. But there were some things on TNA that I didn't agree with. So,
the whole PSC thing or PCS or whatever that is, that's stupid. I do agree.
I agree. I think it's stupid. It has nothing to do with wrestling. They need to get over it.
The good thing about that is it keeps Nash out of the ring because he's terrible anyway.
Yeah. His career is pretty much over because of his knee injury. I'm glad to see he still has something to do with wrestling, but the PCS or whatever it's called, that needs to go. I do agree.
Hopefully, final resolution will end that.
Yeah. The whole thing with Eric Young and Miss Brooks, it's starting to get a little old. I really hope he doesn't team up with Robert Roode. I think Eric Young is a funny wrestler. He has great charisma. He has a lot of talent. And I'd love to see him be used more and go further. But right now they're not really using him, and I agree. The way they're using him, it's getting old. A lot of it sucks. The whole turkey gimmick, I said last week, was stupid. The whole bikini contest was stupid. Now they're acting like Eric Young's a virgin. I don't give 2 shits if he's a virgin. If they want him to act like a virgin, fine. If he's really a virgin, fine. I don't care. But then there was other good things. The LAX match was pretty good. There's a lot of things that's good with TNA. There's a lot of things bad with TNA. I think give TNA a 2-hour time slot instead of an hour. You'll see a lot more of what TNA can
Also, a good segment I thought on TNA was the Abyss James Mitchell segment.
That was really good. That furthered the story so much.
Yep.
It gives a little insight into Abyss's past. I thought it was great. Alright, on to SmackDown. SmackDown, no stories were moved forward. Nothing really happened. They had matches that could have been great but weren't. They didn't even finish some of the matches because it didn't beat the clock. They had a perfect opportunity. London and Kendrick had a great match back in Ring of Honor in 2002 that was 100% phenomenal. And WWE had the chance to do it. The most they did was an elbow off the top rope. That was just horrible. I mean, London had the opportunity to jump out of the ring at Kendrick. Instead, he climbed out. What is that? You have two high flyers that could have had one hell of a match, and you don't use it.
You don't use it because the WWE has the no risk factor. Everything to them is dangerous. Anything other than the headlock, chin lock, is something like that, it's dangerous.
Yes. So, SmackDown was horrible. I didn't like it. And then on top of that, the Beat the Clock has another week to go. Not very interesting to me. I don't want to wait till next week to see who beat the clock. New Year's Revolution. The main event, which on Raw the next night, John Cena said that Umaga beat the hell out of him for 30 minutes. Bullshit. The match was 17 minutes and 16 seconds. What a main event.
When have you ever seen Cena do a 30-minute match?
Cena can't, neither can Umaga. Umaga could have done so much more. Cena made the match horrible. He won with a roll-up. That was just horrendous. And then again, go figure, John Cena overcame the odds again.
He's going to be taking credit for something Kane did at a house show some 4 months ago.
Yeah, that's the worst part of it all. He beat Umaga's undefeated streak when Kane did it 4 months ago, before Kane went to SmackDown.
But it happened at a house show, so in the eyes of the WWE, it never happened.
Just like the next night on Raw, after it went off the air, Cena beat Umaga again, but it isn't going to count because it was off the air. So, other than that, next night on Raw, only thing I'm saying about Raw, I gave up on watching Raw. I watched it, but I was asleep. I wasn't even paying attention. My mind went dead after Rosie versus Donald. I give credit to the fans. They chanted TNA, they chanted VKM, they chanted We Want Wrestling, they chanted This Is Boring, and I love that.
Especially with Vince at ringside.
But the rest of it, I don't even care about the rest of Raw because that ruined it alone. ECW wasn't that spectacular. Rob Van Dam got screwed again. That was a horrible match, horrible way to end it. And then they're not even going to give him a chance to do anything, so...
And of course they're going to push losers like Test.
Yeah. So, that's all I have to say about the wrestling for this year so far. I'm looking forward to TNA Impact tonight. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to Final Resolution this weekend. I can't wait to watch it. Sunday night, I'm going to be glued to my TV. So, we'll be back next week. We'll have Final Resolution to update. We'll be talking about SmackDown on tomorrow night. Let's see, we got Raw next Monday, and we got ECW that we'll be talking about. For now, have a good night.
And I wonder what celebrities are going to be on Raw this week.
No clue. But have a good night. Stay tuned. We'll be back next week. And as always, feel free to comment on our video. Say what you want. But please, have some arguments. I haven't seen any arguments other than just throwing insults. I challenged you guys last week. I'm challenging you again. Throw out some actual comments. Defend the WWE. Defend Rosie and Donald, please. As for now, I'm out of here. Make sure you go check out our MySpace pages. And we're going to continue the fight for TNA. We're going to try and get some of you people to watch it so that you can see there's a better product out there.